Good Tuesday afternoon, everyone. Mark Abrams here, and I'm joined by a very special guest, the former unified Super Bantamweight champion of the world, Danny Roman, who this Saturday night takes on Ricardo Franco Espinoza live on Showtime. Danny, we're a few days out. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good right now. Can't wait for Saturday night.
Talk about this opponent, Ricardo Espinoza Franco. He's, a little bit unheralded. Give me the Danny Roman quick scouting report.
I see a few of his videos. He's a strong kid. He's a Mexican fighter. Comes forward, comes to fight. So I'm gonna have a fight in front of me the whole night.
Obviously, we're a couple fights removed from your fight with Malediev, where you lost your title. You feel a win gets you right back into the world title discussion, gets you right back in a fight like to fight one of the champions?
Of course, it's a win. It is for me. It's a step closer to getting to my goal, which is getting back on top with the championship fights. So I last year in September, I won the mandatory for the WBC. Hopefully, everything goes good for me on Saturday night, so I could be able to fight the winner of that night, Figueroa or Nettie.
You make a good point there. Obviously, the main event on Saturday night is a unification bout with Figueroa and Luis Neri, and obviously, what do you think of that fight? You have a prediction for that fight?
I mean, it's gonna be a great fight. Both of the fighters got their own style, and both of them they come forward, so it's gonna be a fight too. Let the best man win. Just give me the chance of the winner of that night. Give me the chance for that I won the mandatory for it, and let's make it happen.
You're in a good spot, I believe, here. Obviously, with the fight on Saturday night and the fight being on Showtime, you have Figueroa and Neri. You have Stephen Fulton, who's also aligned with Showtime. I guess on that side of the street, as they like to say in this business. You feel there's a lot of great opportunity. You're still a big name in the business, former two-belt holder, unified world champion. You feel that you're in a real good spot, that I know you said you want to fight the winner, but there's other avenues to go down and fight for world titles on the network that you're fighting on.
Yes, yes. I would like to fight him, but any of the champions, I still want the rematch against MJ. We still got unfinished business. I still want that. We got Luis Neri, Figueroa. We got Fulton as well too. The first one that gives me the opportunity, I'll take it. I'll fight him.
It's weird. At 31 years old, I still feel you're still coming into your own as a fighter. You just keep getting better. Even your loss, it was a close 7-5 loss. On two of the cards, you won a card 7-5. You still fought a hell of a fight that night. You still feel that you're at the top of your game?
I am. I still feel good, and I still feel that I'm.
I think we lost your volume for a second. I don't know if it has to do with the ear pods or, I think it actually has to do with I think it actually has to do with the internet. I can see your internet connection's a little low. So you might, if you want, you could probably log off and log back on. I don't know if that will work. Can you hear me? We have these internet problems once in a while. Let me tell him to log on and log back off. Log off and log back on. Okay, there you go. If you can log, sometimes that does the trick. Because I believe he had a low internet connection. We're having a good conversation with former unified Super Bantamweight champion of the world, Danny Roman. You back?
Yes, yes.
There we go. Yeah, I think it was a low internet. So you feel you're still coming into your own as a fighter?
Of course, I like you learn from your mistakes and the improvements you gotta make during the training camp and during the fight. I still got it. I still feel like I can still prove it to everybody. I still got it, and I can be on top once again.
How much is the last 3 or 4 fights, all world title fights? How much has that made you a better fighter, just fighting for world titles?
Oh, it's a different competition. Everybody wants the titles. Everybody, so everybody's a threat at that level. even now, at this level, you can't take nobody, you can't overlook anyone. So everybody's a threat at this level. So I got in best shape I could get, and I'm ready for Saturday night.
Talk about coming up through the ranks. My good friend Alex Campanova with Thompson Boxing. I see he brings a little smile to your face. That company, they brought a lot of great fighters, a lot of fighters to the top. And how much did kind of going through how Alex and Mr. Thompson match you early get you to this point?
I mean, they got me fights that will help me to better myself each time. Competitive fights, no easy fights. So I learned from all of them. I learned from my manager, my promoters. They took me the right way, and once I was at that level, I was ready to get that W against the champion.
There you have it. Anything you want to say in closing before we see you this Saturday night live on Showtime? For what's it? You'll be fighting in California, fighting in LA, kind of near your home. I know you've been traveling all over the world, fighting here, fighting there. What's it mean you to be finally get kind of a home game for one of these fights?
Oh, it feels good, being back home in my own backyard here in Carson. I'm gonna have a lot of now. We got people attending the fight, so that's a good thing. Seems like everything's getting back to normal little by little. So I'm excited. I'm gonna have friends, family, and fans, attending, supporting me, and I'm working ass. So I'm really happy for that.
And obviously that facility is known for having a lot of great fights. And on Saturday night, you get to add your name to that great list of fighters who have fought at the, I guess it's called the Dignity Health Sports Park now. It's had 3 or 4 different names. So I don't know which name it is these days. But one thing I do know, it's be live on Showtime this Saturday night. So what do you want to say to the fans out there before we see you on Saturday night?
Yeah, thank you everyone for your support. Thank you for supporting me in my whole career, and the new fans, check it out. You can't miss it. If you can't make it here local in Carson, the city of Carson, check it out on Showtime. It'll be a great card, and for sure, I'm gonna try to take the show that night. And thank you everyone for your support.
And where do we find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram _babyfaceassassin_, and you can find me on Twitter, Team Roman Boxing.
Thank you for a few minutes of your time, Danny. As always, we wish you best of luck. Looking forward to watching you fight this Saturday night live on Showtime.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you. And that's Daniel Roman, who the former 122-pound world champion. Did we forget something?
Huh? No.
Oh, you're back. Oh, you're back. Yeah. He's back on. I thought you had something else to say.
No. I was just like, thank you, Mark.
Thank you, and thank you very much. And there you have it. Daniel Roman, who's the former 122-pound world champion. We'll be back in an hour. Well, first of all, for anyone who wants to follow me and everything I'm doing, here's some of the places where you can find this podcast and find everything that we're doing here with Abrams Boxing, the Abrams Boxing Podcast. Follow us on social media. We'll be back in about 51 minutes. We will have Xavier Martinez, 16-0 with 11 knockouts. He'll be facing Juan Carlos Burgos this Saturday night on Showtime. And then right after that, on a separate link, we will have Brandon Figueroa, who will be competing on the main event on Showtime as he takes on Luis Nery for the WBC Unified Super Bantamweight Championship of the World. So thank you, and everyone, hopefully you come back and watch it, ask questions, and I will put some of the questions and comments through to my guests coming up. So we'll see you in less than